Welcome back, or if you're new here, welcome to the Malign Flyer YouTube channel, and thanks for tuning in. This is the Let's Play series of Assassin's Creed Odyssey, where we explore ancient Greece through the eyes of Cassandra. Please like and subscribe, and enjoy.
Come on.
Oh, world's cursed these days, man. Go through shit you don't deserve to. You get bastards who have all the money in the world. Nothing's fair.
Magistrate Xanthe told me that you've been having trouble with your farm.
Crop failure. It's as if Ares herself salted the earth.
How are the crops failing?
Blight. Few plants grow, and the ones that do are wilted and covered in spots. The gods would never let this happen if they were happy. It's my godless Ilotes, I tell you. You're a messenger of Zeus. You show them the light.
I'll find out what's
Elotets are
happening.
basically
Oh,
slaves
thank
that the
Zeus.
Spartans
My
had
Ilotes,
to do
Tefta and Maron, they work the fields, but
all
they
the
do not
manual
respect
labor.
the gods. Teach them.
Yeah, pretty well same here. It's funny. Growing up, my old man made half of what I make, and he was able to have a wife at home, kid, single income, mortgage. Can't afford any of that now. If and I struggle, we do our best. That's all we can do in this world.
I haven't seen other farms in the area with blighted crops. What could be causing the difference?
The grain grew in short and dry. Then the animals started to grow ill. Obvious signs of displeasing Persephone or her mother. Maron claims the animals have been poisoned, but I have no enemies to speak of.
Ellie, are you sure?
What makes you blame your Ilotes for the blight? Have they tampered with the plants and animals?
They do not worship as you and I do. I thank Demeter for all she gives us at the end of each day, but they just reap the bounty of her hard work.
So, it's divine intervention.
What else dictates our fates? Ugh, Tefta won't stop babbling about the soil. Thinks I overwork my farm. Idiot woman. As if this farm hasn't been in my family for generations.
Four crop rotation, it is a thing. Need all the nitrogen out of the soil.
I'll go talk with your Ilotes and see what they know. I heard that the crops haven't been producing this season.
Laniki expects more crops every year. The soil needs to rest.
So there could be nothing else causing crop shortage?
I didn't say that.
You know more
You
than
know
you like.
more than you're saying.
My stomach aches and it's hard to concentrate. It's a shame that there's no mint around to chew.
Where would I get mint?
The master keeps dried herbs up at the house.
You can't get mint for yourself because...
The master
Not allowed.
keeps all the medicine. I can pick and dry the herbs, but I'm not allowed any for myself.
I'll go find some mint for you.
Yeah. Maybe you should treat them better.
Here you go. The herbs you needed.
Fresh is better for my stomach, but since the blight, dried is all we have left. The back patch of land is riddled with blight like I've only seen once before. My old master lost his whole farm to it. I'll never forget this smell.
The back of the farm. I'll take a look.
Light.
It's a wonder anything grows in this field with all this mess crushing the plants.
I don't remember what is the cause. Thanks. And these graves, as the outline of it makes you wonder. Okay. That's the investigation area.
Tanners in Kefalonia use something that smells awful to make leather. It can't be good for the soil. The earth is stained here. That can't be good for the soil. It seems like fire is the only way to make sure of ending this blight. Stupid flames, get out! Out, damn you!
Burn the contaminated crops. Okay, I guess they just mean the straw.
I can't believe I have to tidy everything up around here. Now I'm beginning to understand Tefta's anger.
Why'd that soldier come at her?
Let's end this.
There you go. Oops. Did not mean to do that.
Mis Dios.
Here, your master claims this blight is the will of the gods. What do you think?
Sometimes crops fail. Could be dry soil, could be insects. It's a shame about the donkey. He was more crucial to the farm's success than the master. Or you, for that matter.
Oh,
How can I make clearing the ground easier?
The hoe I'm using is falling apart. I have to fix the blade every few swings. Something more sturdy would make it go faster.
It's not like you're shackled to this patch of land. What's preventing you from getting a new hoe?
Have you ever been beaten so hard you lose hearing in one of your ears? That's what happened last time I went to market without permission.
Oh, Of course. I'll look for one.
Damn. That's a good beating. So basically, this woman is a raging bitch. And she blames everything on the will of the gods.
Here you go. This
Sounds
should
like a
make things
typical
easier.
fundamentalist.
You're all right for a stranger. Look, the water's tasted like a rusty blade for the past few weeks. Last time I had water like that was when I was downriver from a blacksmith.
Thank you.
See? Slave, servant. Treat them well, and there'll be lots you can learn from them.
Mauled to death. May your journey across the Styx be a more peaceful end than this.
Yeah.
Debris might be getting stuck in this net. Maybe the dead man was a fisherman.
Well, that's got to be stinky just out in the heat like that. I mean, I love fish, but not like that.
These don't look like the knife wounds of a man. I'll bet it's the metal from the armor giving the water a bad taste.
Couldn't there be someone in town doing this stuff? Like, you'd think that we're trying out for the Spartan Public Works Department or something here. It was a funny show. I'm sure it's not available where you are. Called Parks and Recreation. Takes place in Indiana, I mean.
Smell is going to linger on me. At least the river runs clear now.
Ron Swanson is character there, and it is some funny, dry humor. Like one of my all-time favorite shows, Faulty Towers.
The diseased crops have been burned.
Being human is
and
good
the river
too.
is cleared. That should be the last of the blight.
Oh, you truly are God sent. What was the cause of their rot?
This is on you.
You were so busy looking to the sky that you ignored what was in front of you. The gods are not responsible for cleaning the fields or the river. That's on you.
What? You dare? Xanthi said you are an agent of Zeus, but you are a false champion as godless as my Ilotes. Get out from here!
The poison in your fields is nothing compared to the poison in your heart.
Yep. I blame it on the Elotes. See? Fundamentalist the world over, all the same.
Ride, Phobos!
Doesn't matter the religion. I figure believe what you want to believe, but that doesn't excuse bad behavior.
stay out of sight.
There we go.
Ella.
You know that hop backwards off the horse thing, that she does that all the time, and that's like an actual badass, not easy way to get off a horse.
You wouldn't happen to be the eagle bearer, would you?
Me? Yes, I am.
Words do you know, Justice? Your hair must have been woven by Athena. Your body is like a sculpture.
Look at the look at her
master.
face.
And your arms look so strong. Strong enough to...
Strong enough to...
Strong enough to carry this basket to my husband, Kalibos.
Oh, right. The magistrate mentioned you.
That's strong. He was buttering her all up, hitting on her, and then boom.
It'll be easy to carry.
Thank you so much. Let me know if you need anything.
Where might I find Kalibos?
He's an important general. His unit is stationed in the northeast near the fort of Presai, down by the beach.
What's in the basket?
What any man would need on the eve of battle to win the respect of the gods. Please, Eagle Bearer. It would give him an edge over his enemies.
I'll help with your delivery.
I find it funny that it's almost like hero worship turn into
Oh, this is heavy. What's in here? Bricks?
little assignment. Maybe that's why she's not getting one of her staff to do it. They can't lift it, and they might look and see what's inside. I wonder if it's a helmet or a sword, or she said it'll give him an edge over his enemies. Good attention to detail. The way she's carrying it.
Misthios? Well met. What brings you to our camp?
You are Kalibos? Your wife sent me to deliver this package. I think it might be some kind of offering.
Zevxo is a good woman. She's gifted me with a basket fit for Dionysos.
Earthly pleasures?
Dionysus.
She made it sound like it was a case of life and death.
A deathly hangover, maybe. Boys, we're having a good night. Care to join us, friend?
Okay, drink
You
before
sure you
bed.
want your soldiers this intoxicated while in the field?
Oh, I must have misjudged you. Are you not also a Spartan? The only thing we're better at than fighting is drinking.
I see your point. I never say no to good wine and good company.
I expected no less from you.
Really? Oh.
Could someone pass the water skin?
Oh, could someone pass my head? I think I left it farther down the beach.
Surely this is the after effects of the mushrooms. I remember the chicken coop. I remember the farmer's field. I do not remember building a Trojan horse.
It was just here when I woke up.
We offer it to the gods for safe passage across the seas. Boys, let's move this down to the beach.
I don't trust that horse.
Things not right.
For Sparta!
Well, lucky Cassandra's here. You! Okay, and we won that, see what I mean? It tells you kill all the archers, and then it just kind of hangs around until it's time to, and tracks how many you killed, right? So,
I once boasted to a friend that I was a better tactician than Odysseus himself. Today I was proven wrong.
You live to fight another day. Learn from this.
Please, thank my wife for her festive gift.
I don't know if I should thank her or curse her.
I'm just about level 62. About. One more.
Giddy up.
Come on, Phobos.
should try to stay out of sight.
I suppose she's not supposed to be running around killing Spartan soldiers indiscriminately in Sparta just after she got her house back, being that she is a Spartan. When you think about it. What's the wood? Almost there, almost there. Oh, beautiful. Witcher 3 does the same thing where it slows your horse down in town because oh, you don't want to be that guy just galloping through town and running over people. Of course, there's a mod that you can install to make it so you can be that guy. Yes, I installed that mod.
Ella.
New historical location, Temple of Dionysus. Dionysus? Dionysus? Dionysus?
You are the eagle bearer. Wonderful. Magistrate Xanthi has spoken highly of you.
Very kind of her.
So here's the thing. My children have promising futures, but they refuse to learn and study. They think they know better, but they can't recite a poem to save their lives.
Where do I fit into this?
They've heard of the eagle bearer and worship the ground you walk on. If you related an epic story to them, I bet they retain it and impress their tutors.
It's an odd request, but I've been asked to do stranger things. I'll do it.
My children are waiting inside the temple of Dionysus Kolonatas for today's
Dionysus.
epic story.
Oh, no.
The subject is Perseus, which they should know well, but seem
Perseus,
to forget a common
Perseus.
question.
I know the story well, of course, but my preferred version may not be what your children expect.
Do not fear. If you need a reminder, there are many relics related to Perseus in the hall adjacent to the temple of Dionysus Kolonatas.
Good to know.
Okay, so Gorgon shield. Perseus was given a mirror bright shield from Athena and Commander Zeus. Perseus could safely face the Gorgon Medusa without turning to stone. Matter reflection. Okay, remember that. Piece of debris from a wooden crate. Forced his daughter and her baby into a box and the crate. We knew if he killed them directly. His mother, found rescued by a fisherman. This was raised by him, taught to fish, hunt, and ride.
Επικαλούμεσαι, Μάκαρ, πολυόνυμε. Πυρίπολε και τελετάρχα Θεόν Πάτερ ιδέ και ιε σκυπτούχε πούρε δημάτορ. Πατριόκος με
That's you,
οδηγία των
Zeus.
κομμών. Ελθέ, μάκαρ, μίστε συμβρίων και χαρημένος εή. Επικαλούμεσαι, μάκαρ, πολυόνιμε, πυρίπολε και τελετάρχα Θεόν Πάτερ ιδέ και ιε σκυπτούχε πούρε δημάτορ. Πατριόκος με οδηγία των κομμών. Ελθέ, μάκαρ, μίστε
Ah, the Greek gods. Zeus has a wife, and here he is falling in love with humans.
Hello, I'm...
The Eagle Bearer. We've heard all about you.
Are you going to tell us a story today? Do we have to listen? We've heard it 100 times.
Yes, that's me. And yes, I'm telling you a story.
Let me tell you a story. Epic tale of I'm gonna go number 1.
Gather
Seems
round
more
and
real.
listen, children, while I spin you the yarn of Perseus.
Oh. What's number 2?
Acrisius, the king of Argos, was not a good man. He had one child, a daughter, Danae. Bitter that he had no son, he went to the oracle of Delphi and heard a prophecy that chilled him.
Ooh, what was it?
The oracle said Acrisius would be killed by his grandson. But Danae was unmarried and childless at the time. To protect himself, he locked Danae in a bronze room open only to the sky.
Ooh!
However, mighty
Isn't that
Zeus
fucked
saw
up?
the girl and fell in love with her. He transformed into a golden shower and seduced her. Danae gave birth to a son, Perseus.
I knew it.
King Acrisius couldn't kill the boy for fear of angering Zeus. So he put his daughter and grandson in a wooden crate and tossed them into the wild sea to be drowned.
Asshole of the
Poor
year!
Perseus.
And one,
Perseus and his mother Danae
like the
were
movie,
rescued on the island of Seriphus.
Wrath of the
Perseus
Titans,
grew up
Clash
under
of the
care
Titans.
a kindly fisherman, Victis.
Lucky them. Did the gods help?
Maybe. Perseus learned to swim and ride and fight, and how to be good and just, even though his father was only a fisherman.
I can do all those things too.
Good for you.
Except swim.
Or be just?
Hush. Now, Victis' brother was the ruler of the island, but he was not a good man.
He's scum.
Sparta, I didn't read. If a ruler wants to marry. So, I think it's number 2.
When Perseus grows up, he travels to Iope and falls in love at first sight with the beautiful princess Andromeda. However, Andromeda's mother boasts that her daughter is more beautiful than the goddess Thetis, offending her.
Never say you are better than the gods.
Thetis proclaims that Andromeda must be sacrificed to the gods, or else the whole city of Iope will be destroyed.
I don't think that's right. Wasn't Andromeda an Ethiopian princess?
Hush! Perseus asks his grandmother Tala how to save his love. She turns into a manta ray and says to save Andromeda, he must bring back curly hair of gold, fit for the king of the mountains, who yet owns less than the humblest Elot.
I don't know that riddle.
It's too hard.
It was hard for Perseus too, but eventually he figured it out.
How?
He just did his own.
Organ's head. His gift. And I guess I missed a bunch of stuff. I thought I went through everything. Now I'm just go off memory, and I don't know what is the correct version of this. Oregon's head is a gift for King. Get the golden fleece when a monster returns. I'm gonna go number 1. He had the golden shield.
What he needed. The golden fleece of the winged ram. Said to be guarded by a monster who could turn any to stone. Luckily, Perseus was blessed by
The
the
mirrored
gods,
shield.
and he was guided by Athena's golden-geared owl to the monster's lair.
Athena's golden owl? That's dumb. Sounds cute. I want one.
And armed with the vorpal sword from mighty Olethros, he faced the snake-necked, large-headed, shaggy-maned, stony-gazed Katovlepas.
No! Huh?
Perseus avoided the Katovlepas' killing gaze and snicked the sword, lopping off the creature's head.
Ew!
He grabbed the golden fleece and wrapped the Katovlepas' head in it. Then flew back home astride winged Pegasus to save Andromeda, who was about to be eaten by the Kraken. He used the deadly head to turn the Kraken to stone.
It's like the movie Wrath of the Titans.
What's a kraken?
Like a giant squid?
Don't you mean the sea monster Ketos?
Pretty sure Homer said, release the Kraken, not release the Ketos.
You just made that up.
Oh, I need to read Homer's works again. Perseus competes in the games, accidentally kills.
Perseus traveled to Argos with his family, and one day competed in the great athletic games. He hurled the discus, and his throw was so great that it shot into the stands and struck King Acrisius. So doing, Perseus killed his grandfather and fulfilled the prophecy.
Hurrah! You can't escape your fate.
In the end, Perseus and Andromeda settled in Mycenae as king and queen, and had 7 sons and 2 daughters, the Perseidae.
Wow, that was so wrong and so boring.
You are a sticky storyteller, and that story was poop!
I am sorry for your audience, Evil Bearer. Though from what I heard, it did sound like you deviated somewhat from the traditional tale.
Apologies.
Whoops, guess I screwed that up. So wrong and so boring. Now I can go back and let her know we are done and GTFO on out of here, because some of those seem to be... I'm sure they could have ended differently if we did things a little differently, but oh well. Could have stuck to the road.
Thank you for aiding all of us in Pitana. Stories of you will live amongst us for many years.
I help what I can, but thank you.
A reward for all your help.
You know, it's always the ones who are more poor that give Cassandra more money. You got what, 1,300 and some drachmae, and this woman's obviously fairly well-to-do. Like the most realistic part of the game. We need to go to Athens. Socrates. You know what I could do? Go here, here. Don't need to explore here. Let's just go straight to Athens and see what's going on. Alcibiades. Oh, he is always a trip. In combination. I'm thinking we go see Alcibiades first. I think I'm gonna need some tea in a minute here. Athens is like the opposite of Sparta. Like, this guy would never survive a Spartan life. I guess there really was an Alcibiades too.
Alcibiades, you look like you're having fun.
The gods work fast. I wished someone as beautiful as me were here, and you arrived.
Oh my god, it's good job, goodness.
It's almost unfair for the both of us to be in one place. It'll make everyone else feel bad.
Oh, don't worry about them. These poor fools have accepted their fate. The gods decided many should lack in beauty, while you and I bathe in it.
You do realize the sun is out, right?
Yes, what about it?
Starting a bit early, aren't you?
Starting? No, no. This is ending in the most spectacular fashion.
Another successful party, then.
The only kind I know. Although I have a slight problem. There's an important politician here who really needs to get back home. But gods know I can't make the trip.
I'll make sure he gets home safe.
Yes, safe. Right, it should be an easy trip, although you may have to carry him at this point. Lucky man.
I think this is a setup where he's assassinating the politician.
You could let him stay here.
I would, but it's never good to let a politician stay the night. It's a rule of mine.
I'm surprised you have rules.
Oh, you know how they can be. Never want to stop talking. There's only so much I can take. But for you, I'd break all of my rules.
What has he done to be so special?
Well, it was something to do with people, I think. Gods, I don't know. You may as well ask me what I ate 10 days ago.
This guy's a trip.
You party often?
As often as I can.
I'm not sure how you do it.
Practice, practice, practice. The more I do, the better chance of having a clearer head than those around me.
So you're looking to gain an advantage?
Over my allies? Never! Actually, let's not talk about such things.
I'll try to get the politician home before he completely passes out.
Wonderful. Just take him north of the port of Piraeus. His home is somewhere around there.
Never let a politician stay the night. Rule of the mind. Or she's just like dead weight on her right now and she's carrying him like that.
High alert here.
Kind of a badass when you think about it.
Wait! Why are we going this way? Are you sure this is the right way? It doesn't look familiar.
Oh.
Why did you bring me here?
Is this really where he lives?
It's exactly like we were told. Get him!
You saved my life.
Any reason someone would want to kill you?
I'm a politician. Could have been anything. Thank you, Miss Theos.
I think we need to have a chat with Alcibiades. That's what I think. Hey, blacksmith. Let's stop by and see what needs upgrading.
How can I help you?
$38.40. By the way, see this sword? That's the one that Demos was using. That's what we've been using, but that is Demos's. Racers too. I might use them, not sure. Here's our top. That's the top that Demos had. What we've got.
May the blessings of Hermes go with you.
Hermes. There's Temegista, I think they call it. Athens and Spartan soldiers. This one we can do right now. Yeah, that's not too bad. Da, 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 da.
I should stay hidden if I don't want to fight.
Where? Look at this. They even show the ships in various stages of construction. And the attention to detail here. Oops, sorry. After this, I'm gonna go get some tea. Well, that was quick. Almost like our girl is a bit of a badass here. Now we're going to go back to Socrates. More Alcibiades. Crap. Okay, so we're going to go here next. I'm gonna get a drink. I will be back. Got a snack while I was in the kitchen. I think it should still be going. Yeah. I think I'm gonna need to free up some disk space soon. Disk full in 15 minutes. Shit. 1 second. No. How long is this gonna take to go? 18 minutes. Hey. Okay. Chews up a lot of disk space recording these streams. What is that in 489 meters? I don't remember. Where am I going? Up to the top. Okay, so that's where we're going. Try not to bang into people here. Oops, sorry. Now, when I had the when I had it set up in window borderless mode, I could do something like have the ship sailing and then flip over to OBS and check on something else, or write in the chat in the stream, that kind of thing. But since I switched it to full screen, no, any kind of alt tab and it just pauses the game. We're boarding this was 70 terabytes. Yeah, I've got
up your message on the board. What's happening?
We are loading olive oil shipments. Thing is, the farmer with the olive trees could be getting a much better price.
Yeah, I've got two 2-terabyte drives, but those are mechanical drives. I think they're 7800, but still, it's mechanical drives, right? And one's just kind of my main data, and the other one is for personal work and so on, and the other one is for games. But a lot of games need an SSD, so I've got to 3.5-inch SSD, and I think that's a gig or two. And this game is actually on that. A lot of my games are on that. And then my main operating system drive, that's an M.2 NVMe, and that was 500 and then a gig, and I don't know if I can go to 2 gigs on it, but when I upgrade to the new mainboard 650 by ASRock, it's going to have two M.2 NVMe and PCIe 5. So that'll be good. That'll help a lot. Won't be able to buy the SSDs that go in there right away, but at least I can transfer over what I have, and the fact that I'll be able to have 2 will help a lot.
If the farmer deserves a better price than he's getting, he should know.
We could all benefit from reading this letter from my merchant friend, huh? Well, except the current trader. He might make problems for us.
And of course, you want me to kill him.
I can't hide my desires. He must die.
I always checked online, what is it, PC benchmark, something like that, and
I'm in.
By Poseidon, thank you.
Here.
some are better for, are you going to be reading more, or reading and writing, right? Stuff like that, right? Threadripper's fast. It can get expensive. It's got a lot of cores, so if you're doing stuff that requires a lot of cores, then you're really going to see your value for money. I'm sure it'll be fast for gaming, but I'm also sure that there's going to be a lot of cores that you just won't be using. I was trying not to fight, but I am not trying to fight with the local populace. Jesus Christ. How the hell did this even happen? Oops, didn't mean that. And he is sure-footed, that guy. I thought several times I could have blasted him off the roof. Ah, there's a good CPU. I'm rocking my Ryzen 7 2700X, 4 years old. Planning to upgrade to 87X3D, I think. Do they have anything with 2 CPUs outside of server environments? No, 2 CPUs is common in servers and data center world, but do you do anything with it more than gaming? Like, because you want to kind of match your use case. Yeah, I believe that. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Now, my feet.
I was thinking of what we're talking about, and then I thought I was supposed to talk to the guy. Haha. That guy thinks he can just come up and punch Cassandra in the face. Is that what he thinks is gonna happen?
Make this easy so I can get paid.
Didn't mean to do that. Oh. Disc. That was really preventable. I'll do it. I would suggest prioritize clock speed over a number of cores. Like You have more cores for what you said. That's cool. But,
Careful. Don't want to be caught here.
you want to make sure that, you can also overclock. I think with AMD, you have to make sure that you get a CPU that has an X after it, which means it can be overclocked. I used to be Team Intel, but that was years and years ago. Now, I mean, you heard about the problem Intel was having. I think AMD automatically overclocks. Intel was running into some issue where their stuff was underperforming. Had to do with the firmware on the chips itself. I forget the exact word for it. I'm on fucking fire. Well, that went all right. I'm on fucking fire. Huh? Yeah, exactly. Now with Intel, you have to make a decision to overclock, and I was always kind of same as you. I wouldn't do it and so on. When I went to AMD, it's 3 point something automatically overclocks to 4.
You again? Have you killed him?
Your man is dead.
My dear friend, you've earned this.
You're strong, capable, and obviously resourceful. I could use someone like you on my crew. What do you say?
Serving you is an honor for any true man of the sea. I'm in.
Cool. Look at us recruiting like crazy. What GPU do you have again? I forget. Who told me? Let's go here and kind of make our way to go see our friend Socrates. Oops. Okay. I'm gonna steal a horse. It has to be the right horse, right? I like how in Assassin's Creed Origins you can go steal a horse even if it's connected to a wagon or a carriage or something. And you just deal with everything else that comes with it. Oh, very nice, very nice. I am running a 3060.
These statues are incredible. The sculptors truly are masters of their craft.
Yeah, they are. Before that, I had GTX 1660. When I first built the system, that was in 2000. Not 2000, 2020. I got everything from the computer store just before lockdown happened. That's how I can remember it very well. And I have my wife to thank because she said, I just got my bonus from work, and she said, this year, before we do anything else, you know, you're going to build yourself a computer. You're always, you know, worrying about others. So that's, and 1 year I upgrade part of it, another year the GPU, and 1660 served me really well. It was a good card, but going to the RTX, like the NVIDIA broadcast, it removes the background behind the chair, and it's crazy. It's got a separate chip on the CPU for doing that, and the noise gating and noise suppression. So if TV's going on or people are talking, you don't hear it. I'm running it through the same software as well. And 1660 had a separate chip again on the GPU for doing the encoding for streams. And the RTX has that as well. Plus another separate chip for the broadcast functions. So that allows you to do a lot while not overloading the GPU for GPU functions. So it is absolutely amazing that it does that. Now, funny thing about the 3090 is I googled the PS5, and somehow the PS5 is capable of 3090's performance. Didn't mean to do that to her. Oh, this is not good. $63, so leveled. Yeah, exactly. Xbox 360 family members. Xbox 360 broke down, and so I took it apart and, you know, watched a YouTube video. I got a piece of plastic from cover from CDs. You remember those stacks of CDs, and you cut out the plastic and then you can put it the right way and you push it in to pop it open. I made the tool like that, the jig. Open it up because it's got all these plastic tabs, and if you fuck it up then you can't put it back together. So that was super annoying. Got it all open. And okay, so the CD needs to be replaced. So I go and buy a CD. It's like 30-40 bucks, no problem. And I replace it, and it doesn't work. Why? Because the PCB board in the drive is coded to the frickin' main board of the Xbox 360. So here I am pulling apart a new CD player and an existing one to transplant the PCB board and then try and get all the timing right with the belt and the gears. And never had to do that before. I was pissed off and cussed the whole way through it, because why would you do that? For no other reason other than to make sure that you send it over to the mothership, Microsoft, the Redmond, to fix. And there's no good reason for that. Absolute bullshit. Yeah, pretty much. By the way, I don't know about the latest Xbox X or whatever it is that's supposed to compete against the PS5, but I can tell you for a fact the PlayStation 360 and the one that came after it did not have dedicated video memory, just shared system memory, that's it. I mean, we stopped doing that in the PC side, I don't know, 25 years ago. Like, you always see 6 megs, 8 megs, 10, 12 megs VRAM, not 10 megs, it goes multiples of 4, but, you know, VRAM, right? Yeah, exactly. Well, I didn't. I repaired it. I just bitched the whole way through. At that point, it was a matter of principle, and I had the thing in pieces all over the kitchen table. But you're absolutely right. That's not the bug, that's the feature. It reminds me in 1991 when my parents got this Chrysler Dodge minivan, and driving it, all was well with the world. I prefer a Volkswagen van myself. That was my first vehicle. And then it needed a new relay. I forget, it was something simple. It would be like it was like windshield wiper turn relay, turn signal relay, and you get it at, you know, the auto parts store. It's usually $12.37, and you take out the old one, put in the new one, and you're in and out, you know, a few minutes, right? Well, no, with Chrysler, it's a module. So they put it in this thing, and they pour molten plastic all over it, and they've got these proprietary connectors. They have to go to fucking Chrysler and pay $200 for this.
Talking in circles may work on others, Socrates, but not on me.
I don't speak in circles or any other shape.
Well, with your education, you get where I'm coming from on the automotive side.
Another. Ooh, and another. Cassandra! I knew you'd be back for more. I can't say it hasn't been on my mind, but alas, we must save it for another time.
Whatever you say.
I hate to cut our conversation short, Socrates, but I believe you've talked enough for the both of us. We must find another use for that mouth of yours.
Oh my God!
Long enough, and you may find the smallest hint of knowledge veiled deep behind his enthusiastic advances.
A compliment and an insult in the same sentence. He truly is gifted. You've arrived at the perfect time. I have a friend named Sophanes who wants to become an Athenian citizen, but he needs a bit of help. Your help.
I can't wait to hear why it's my help he needs.
Any Mystios would do, really, but you're my favorite. All you need to do is sign my friend's name on a little list.
Yeah, exactly. I guess Elder Scrolls 6 and now Starfield, being that Microsoft purchased Bethesda, it will not be in PS5.
There has to be a reason Sophanis can't sign the list himself.
Well, he would, but he isn't nearly as able as you are.
There's always something up with
Meaning,
Alcibiades.
you have skills he doesn't possess. He'd fail if he tried on his own.
Why Athens? Surely he's a citizen somewhere else already.
Everyone wants to be an Athenian citizen, even if they don't say so.
Okay.
Sophanes has a mind for politics, but can only participate as a citizen.
I forget where I found it. I probably got rid of it during a move, but I was going through stuff and I found this zip drive from 1998 called a Zippy the Wonder Slug. It was made by iOmega. And it had these cartridges. I mean, that was a day, the days of 3.5-inch floppy, and, you know, CDs were still a bit and it would connect through your printer port. And each disc was 100 megs. It would take 10 minutes for 100 megs. I mean, those were the days when a 4 gig hard drive you thought was, you know, you were walking around town with your chest puffed out if you could afford one, and that's probably all the disk space you'd think that you'd need for your whole lifetime, right?
This sounds simple.
Nope,
Now,
I
tell
meant
me what
number
it is.
3.
There's this small matter that you'll have to enter the Metroon, where you're not allowed, and forge his name well enough, of course.
So he's trying to become a citizen illegally. You should have led with that.
I'll try to remember that the next time. The building you're looking for is near the Agora. Be safe.
See, with Alcibiades, is always something. He's one of those guys that, you know, okay, he's all about having a good time and all that, but there's always, whoops, there's always more to it than that. And as much as he goes on and on about getting laid, I've always suspected, and you find out later, he's actually fairly intelligent, and half the time it's, you know, he's keeping himself underestimated, which is kind of brilliant in his part of it. Even the dog? No way. That guy attacking. The random guy, the random citizen turned out to be a cultist? Oh, happy accident for us. Hermipos? son of Lysis and brother to Mr. who sought to undermine Athens' fragile democracy at every turn. He was vile, impetuous man, used in the theater to accuse Pericles of cowardice and coerce Athenian voters to demand war. Secretly was much the same, working from the shadows to forth Athens and Sparta to Leon the Everyman made his fortune in enmity. Ghost is a liar. Ghost plans and death of Pericles. Chose both sides of the war. Longs for freedom. Planning to herald in a new era. Uses faith in the gods to manipulate all. But who is this ghost? I found out accidentally by reading about the game online and someone was talking about it and I was like, no! Spoiled it for me. And I won't do that to you. There we go, there we go, there we go. Or not. Okay. Uh-oh. Okay. Is that it? Guys, leave the poor girl alone. I know Assassin's Creed is supposed to be all about sneaking, stealth-like and whatnot, but that's not really been Cassandra's style, at least not when I'm playing her. Just kind of goes in like this beautiful hurricane and that is Cassandra's style right there. Keep hitting the button for instant replay and it's not working.
His name's been signed. Time to get back to Alcibiades.
Love it how she knows Alcibiades well enough that, okay, that's what you want. Now what aren't you telling me? Which literally checks out. Yeah, I guess should have took the left and go up that way. Well, Alcibiades wouldn't be down there with the rabble. He would be more up here.
My favorite Misthios returns.
Sophanis' name is on the list, but it came at a price.
I see. Well, sometimes blood must be shed. You were the right Misthios for the job.
I know
Now
it.
that you forged my friend's name on the citizens list, there's one more thing that needs to be done.
Don't string me along, anything for you.
If you told me this needed to be done before, I could have taken care of it already.
Maybe, but this way I get to see you more often.
Just tell me what you need.
Unfortunately, getting Sophanis' name on the list doesn't make him a citizen. He also needs a witness who can validate his citizenship.
So you want me to be the witness?
If only it were that easy. No, there's someone I have in mind. An extremely handsome man by the name of Peros.
I'll find your handsome witness.
Perfect! I knew you'd be willing to help.
There must be a good reason we can't be witnesses.
Of course. The witness must be an Athenian citizen, but it can't be a friend. Be careful with Peros, though. It's easy to lose oneself in his gaze.
If there's more after this, I want to know now.
Of course! This should be the last thing.
Should?
I mean is.
Do you believe that?
Time to find Peros.
He's often around the Justice Building on the east side of the Agora.
And I just ask him to help?
Peros needs to say that the parents of Sophanis were both Athenian. How you get him to do it is up to you.
Agora. Athens Mint. What?
The watch will be vigilant here.
I'll be ready to throw her spear if need be. I don't know, I'm guessing this is where we're going. It can be found at the Agora north of the Athens Mint. Where's the mint? That's the theater. Ah, there's the mint. I'm way in the wrong place, aren't I?
The witness. There you are.
Yeah. So who I was going to see is Alcibiades' friend.
The sun has set.
It's got to be some dirty water.
That's the guy Alcibiades called handsome? Can't say I agree with him.
You tell Theon I'm not giving him anymore. If he wants to talk to me, he can come himself.
I'm not here about debts.
Well, what do you want then?
Can you help me?
There's something I need your help with. Well, you'd actually be helping someone else.
That someone sent you tells me it's something I'd be better off avoiding.
You just need to validate a man's citizenship. Alcibiades said it's an easy role for you to play.
Ah, Alcibiades. He's persistent. And who is this man I meant to help?
His name is Sophanes.
Sophanes. I know that name well. I won't help you though, not for him.
What's wrong with him?
I don't know him. Why don't you want to help?
True Mystios never get all the information up front. Sophanes betrayed his men for Drachmi. He deserves death, not citizenship. Ah, look, it isn't your fault. You didn't know, but now you do.
Decisions. Probably gonna need Alcibiades
Sounds like
at some.
Maybe sending someone to collect from you. Wouldn't it be nice to have the drachmi you need?
Fine. I'll do what you want.
This just cost $200. I mean, maybe could have intimidated him or beat the crap out of him, but might not have done it. And could have said no on principle, but it's one thing I like about this game. Kind of like with Witcher 3, you know, the decisions you make have consequences.
not broken. Why won't you die?
That's not what Cassandra does. Oh, it's just about what Cassandra does. Alright. Elena the Enraged. I got a little hairy for a sec.
You've returned.
Socrates too, it seems.
Much like you, he just can't seem to stay away. I hope there were no issues.
Yes, he just needed a little push.
Ah, I was worried about that. Well, you did the right thing.
You kept information from me. Information that would have been nice to know.
I believe people like Sophanis deserve second chances. I didn't think what he did mattered to you.
Next time, let me decide what matters to me.
Understood. I should give Sophanis the news.
Do not bad citizens do harm to their neighbors and good citizens good? Is it possible to tell if someone will be good or bad without first giving them a chance?
Yeah, people can change.
Person isn't the same forever. Someone bad can become good.
But is the inverse not also true? Someone considered good can then become bad? How can we predict someone's actions now, let alone in the future?
Oh, look at what they've done. But maybe they do different. Can't predict it.
One thing I've learned is people are unpredictable. It's what makes my job so hard sometimes.
If what you say is true, we can either hope we are right and that people will be good, or limit risk by not giving people like Sophanis a chance. I wonder then if bad actions can reverse good or good actions can reverse bad. Perhaps we can speak on that another time.
Thank the gods.
Okay, smart, but man, conversation like him, you'd just exhausting. Conversation with him. Exhausting in the game, let alone in real life. I had a teacher like that. He was so good, he would take the opposite position on something that you're really passionate about. And he'd make all kinds of good points. And when you start to move over, he'd go back to where you were. Back and forth. Learned so much.
Let's keep out of sight.
Yeah.
Note the treasure, that's been done. A bit of experience points counts. Oh, what is going on with this?
You have a habit of appearing the moment I need you. What a power I may wield.
Is there ever a time you don't need me?
Good point.
The drunk politician you had me take home? We ran into a bit of trouble.
That's terrible. I'm glad to see you're okay.
Yes. Thankfully, we both made it out alive.
Oh, I see. Thank you for telling me.
You seem disappointed.
I'm just impressed you were able to save the both of you.
You said you needed something?
Ah, to business already. Fine. It's simple, really. There's an item that holds great sentimental value I'd like you to retrieve.
What do I need to find?
It's an Olisvos. If you saw it on the ground, even you wouldn't bend over to pick it up. But it means so much to me. To hold it again would
He
mean
was
more
fucking
than
this
you know.
guy's wife, and he had a dildo made in the shape of his dick and put in like a little container, and that's what she ends up going to get, and she finds out about it afterwards.
I never took you for someone who cared for sentimental things.
I'm so much more than my beautiful face and flowing blonde locks.
Like what?
Well, let's see. People forget I'm an orphan, that Pericles isn't my father.
I know what it's like to lose family, too.
We have that in common. There's more to you than I thought, Miss Theos. Now, where were we?
You're a big boy. Get it yourself.
I sure am. But there's a small chance the woman who has it won't exactly be happy to see me again.
Small chance. Is it 100% chance?
There has to be a story behind this thing.
When you see the Olisvos, you'll know. When you have it in your hands, against your skin, when you feel the weight of it, you'll know.
Every time we talk, it seems like you're about to sleep with someone. Or want to. Or you've just finished. Is this woman the most recent one?
Who said I slept with her?
It was a safe guess. How do you find time for anything else?
Determination, mostly. There's a closeness you can only feel with someone in those moments. Who wouldn't crave that?
I'll get the Olisvos for you.
There's a small chance the woman
You
may wish
find
to
time.
keep it for herself, to spite me. It may be best to go unseen and hurry back. She lives east of here.
Don't worry. You'll have it in your hands soon.
Yep, that is the one. Like I said, this guy's a trip.
Best stay out of sight.
That wasn't very stealthy. You can come and take it.
And reduce the competition!
I got the local populace joining in. It's a little messed up.
Ah, that's it in your hand. You brought it. It's different than I remember it looking. And much bigger, too. She's going to miss it.
This was never yours, was it? You had me steal it.
We didn't just steal an Olisphos. We stole a family heirloom and a husband's confidence. Without it, he'll be focused on his wife instead of his business. I think she'll enjoy the change of pace.
So it is sentimental, just not to you.
The only thing that matters is you retrieved the Olisphos and helped me a great deal.
What about me?
Now, we wash each other's backs, don't we? There's a reason you never turn me down, after all. How about I show you how these Olisphos can make all the difference?
Oh, this guy's a trip.
I'd be curious. Let's try it out.
I knew you'd be open to it.
This guy is a trip.
Oh, that was something.
It's different, but you'll get used to it.
Ah, I hope you're right.
Oh. Where are we in terms of... I'm trying to find uncover and assassinate the gods. Maybe I just gotta go through the cultists to continue on with the main story, right? Okay, so then this guy I have to beat in battle. Owns a quarry, a large slave operation here in Attica. That's the farm. I wonder if it could be there. And try. See? Oh. Okay, now the population is pissed at me because I hit that person, but I didn't mean to. It's just they're literally in the way. You people are fighting with swords. Get the fuck out of the way. That's what I have to say about that. Where are we going here? Yeah, there it is. Hmm. Nice. Well, tomorrow I've got some video editing to do because as I've been learning DaVinci Resolve for editing these videos and putting them on YouTube, and I'm trying to upload one a day. I've got some more to do. Also doing some for work, making these little how-to videos. I'm going to start earlier because
Got to be careful not to get spotted.
then I can go for a little longer. I'm getting pretty tired right now. Well, I think this has got to be where we have that cultist. Almost two halves of the camp, and this is kind of the main headquarters part of the camp, if I remember right. These are all slaves working for him. Going this way, and then we can also kind of come around the top. I think I remember this. You talking that smack to Cassandra? Yeah, nice.
Now you face Sparta's wrath!
Aren't they facing Sparta's wrath when you think about it? I mean, she's as Spartan as you come, right? Yes and no. I mean, at the end of it, she is her own person. Cares more about family, which I totally respect. There goes element of surprise. Nice! Did you see that? I know. I'll even back in the day a proper castle, which you've got out in your neck of the woods. I gotta get in a plane and go to your neck of the woods to see one, but no cold and damp and all that, but get a fire, warm yourself up. I couldn't agree more.
Don't even think of trying it.
Okay. Spear in through his throat, left hand, and she lifts him up off the ground by the spear.
You have given me my freedom. How can I ever repay you?
That is just ridiculously OP badass. There's one of us who can't take much more. I'm guessing this wasn't a quarry I was thinking of. Want to do something like yeah. Maybe give your body a little bit of time. I know every time I don't feel well when I'm on the mend. I start to feel a bit more like myself. So I go and do what I normally would. And then I get sick all over again because I don't give myself enough time. With the pain you've been going through, it's whatever you can do to keep it down, you know? Okay, loot treasure. So one more treasure chest. Where is it? This is like, where's Waldo? Here it is. Way up there. Oh, I've got this. I see what to do here. I'm gonna go here, here. Like that one road that you see on National Geographic in China. Right alongside the cliff. La, 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 la. Oh, yeah. I see what's going on here. Leap of faith. anything down here? Oh, that's a good way to die. Dead soldier we were fighting. Full synchronization. Yeah, they made a movie about Assassin's Creed, didn't they? I have yet to see that movie. That needs to change. So this was not the query I was thinking of. There's a query in Attica, right? No. Aquarian slave operation, Attica. Attica. Help people nearby. I think once we meet here, then everything goes to shit. And that kind of continues along the plot. Yeah, I'm getting tired. I couldn't think of the word plot. It's a military camp. You say what kind of mine? Just a quarry. That's all we know, is just a quarry. Yep. Don't know what that is. This looks like farmland. We can look right here. Or maybe we have to redo this. Don't know. Yeah. I guess that bear climbing with no tools, just your fingers. They call it bouldering. And work my my manager and her wife like to do that for their hobby. Where I stream, they go bouldering. Which is cool. I have never been. I'm kind of interested in living. I'm afraid of losing my grip and falling. I don't think I would. I think I'd seriously chicken out from that shit. I'm getting lots of wood. When I was young, there was this tree outside of where we lived. And climbed up it way higher than I should have. Like I was a bloody monkey or something. Now living in a city, things change as you get older. Oh, that was the cave. Okay. I'm gonna save it and start earlier tomorrow because I'm tired and getting a headache. Thanks for hanging out. Always fun. And tomorrow, when I pick this up, I want to try and find that. I want to find that quarry, kill that cultist. That'll be, number one. And then, if we meet Socrates at the cemetery in Athens, I think that's going to cue the next thing in the plot, which Athens is not going to be the same after that. So, kind of sucks, but. There was a big plague in Athens during the Peloponnesian War, so historically that's accurate. Oh, yeah. Have a good day for you. Night for me. Take care.